Hi everyone, today I'll show you how to make this super crispy and delicious samosa and spring roll. Crispy, crunchy on the outside and so delicious on the inside. And you need just one wrap to make both this samosa and spring roll. Let's get started. To your bowl, add 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, and mix this properly to combine. And add some vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and add 3/4 cup of water. This is room temperature water, and go in with your hands and mix this to form a dough. It's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes to mix this properly. If your dough is sticky, feel free to sprinkle a bit of flour. You don't want your dough to be sticky. So go ahead and just knead this on for a bit, and you should have something like this when you're done. See, it's not sticking. This is what you should have. Add a bit of oil and brush it in. Place your dough back in the bowl, and you're going to cover this and let it rest for about 15 minutes. Don't let it rest for more than 15 minutes. So in your pan, add some oil and saute your onions for about 2 minutes. Then add your chopped garlic, some ginger powder. You can use fresh ginger if you prefer. Stir this on for a bit and add your beef. This beef is already cooked and shredded. Stir this for a bit. And then season this to your preference. I added some salt, curry, some dry chili powder, some paprika, black pepper, seasoning cube, and went ahead to toss this in the pan. Make sure to mix this properly till well combined. Then I added some thinly sliced carrots. Toss this in the pan. And then I added just a bit of water just so the carrots can cook properly. Cover and let it cook. And make sure the water is very well dry, because if you have runny samosa filling, your wraps might end up being wet. So I added some green bell pepper to just make everything smell good, and go ahead and stir this for just about a minute. Then you can take it off heat. That's the samosa filling done. Now let's make the spring roll filling. To your pan, add some oil, saute some onions, add chopped garlic, ginger powder, and then I added a bit of shredded beef. Okay, it's optional. Spring roll filling is mainly supposed to be veggies and less of the beef, unlike the samosa filling. So season this to your preference. Salt, seasoning cube, curry, black pepper, just add it in. Then go in with your cabbage, lots of cabbage. Cabbage is the main ingredient. Add some carrots, toss in the pan. Then you're going to go in with your green bell pepper for extra yumminess. Then toss in the pan, and then it's all ready. So here it's been 15 minutes later, and this is what our dough looks like. It's way stretchy now. It's softer and way easier to work with right now. So we're going to roll this into a long log, just like this. And then I'll go ahead and divide. I'll divide this into about 8 pieces. Just divide it into roughly the same size. You can even measure it if you prefer. We want it to be roughly the same size. And I'm going to form a round shape like this. Just watch closely how I'm doing this. I'm pinching at the bottom just so I can get it to be smooth. And then I'll roll it in my palm, just like this. And then I'm just going to place that down. You're going to repeat the process for the rest of the 7 remaining ones. So go ahead and roll, pinch like this. When it's smooth, then you can roll it in your palm and place it down. So repeat the process. So here is everything, all the 8s all done. I like to sprinkle flour a bit so it doesn't stick. Then you're going to take one of the dough and flatten it up like this. If it's sticking to your rolling pin, feel free to sprinkle a bit of flour so that it gets easier to roll. So I'll place that down and I'm going to repeat the process. Sprinkle flour so it doesn't stick and flatten it up just like this. Not too wide because we are going to re-roll this again. So I just sprinkle a bit of flour before placing the other one on so it doesn't stick together before we're done. So repeat the process for the remaining ones. So here we're done with everything. All 8 all done. Next step, you're going to need some flour and some vegetable oil. So take one, place it down like this, and then you're going to grease with enough oil. This step is very crucial, so please pay attention. Grease with enough oil. Make sure that the oil touches everywhere. Then add flour around just like this. Then place another one on like this. Make sure it's well leveled like this. Then you grease again with some oil. Please make sure you grease this properly, because in situations where you find your wraps tearing is because you don't grease this properly. So please grease this properly and sprinkle flour again, and you place another one on, level it like this, and then just keep repeating the process. Add enough oil, let it touch everywhere, grease properly, then you sprinkle flour again and you place another one on. After placing this 4th one on, don't grease again. So I'm going to divide this into 2. So here I have 4 and then I'm going to do another 4. So just basically repeat the steps. Grease with some oil, sprinkle flour, place another one on, grease, sprinkle flour, place another one on. You're going to repeat that till you exhaust everything. So here it is, all done. We have 4 here and 4 there. So now you're going to sprinkle a bit of flour and roll this. You're going to roll this flat, like really flat, wide and thin. Okay, so go ahead and roll this. So by the time you're done rolling, you should have something like this. Your wraps should be as wide as this. So this is very much done and it should be soft like this. Your wrap shouldn't be too hard, it should be soft. So just repeat the process for the other one. So here is the first one done, and here is the second one also done. So now you're going to place this in our pan. Okay, so take one and place it inside your pan just like this. My wrap's a bit bigger than my pan, but we can make that work. So just turn it like this in the pan so all the wraps, every part of the wrap touches the pan. And then you just keep doing that for about 10 seconds each. You don't want to cook this, please. You just want the wraps to come apart. You don't want it to start getting brown. You are not cooking this. We just want it to come apart. So as it starts coming out like this, it is ready. And go ahead and do that for the other one. Place it neatly in the pan and turn it like this. After about 10 seconds, flip again to the other side so it gets some heat. Repeat the process and you just keep doing that. It's not supposed to take you more than 2 minutes max to do this. If you see this bubble like this, it's ready. So carefully take it off the pan, and then our wraps are done. This is what our wraps look like. Say you cover it up so it doesn't dry. One problem people have with their wraps drying is that they leave it open. So please always cover it up, especially when you're not using immediately. Can you see the way these wraps are coming apart easily? It was well oiled and well done. This is how your wrap should be, soft and transparent like this. And by the time you squeeze these wraps like this, you can get it back to its initial shape without any tears. So next I'm going to trim this. Trimming it is optional. If you don't mind the rough edges, rough sides, feel free, but I always like to trim mine. So I'll go ahead and trim it and just take out this excess. So this is what it looks like after trimming. So this excess, feel free to fry. It's so crispy. So next I'm going to divide this. I'll just line it like this so I get equal parts, and then I'll cut. Now soft wraps is all ready. You can use these wraps to make samosas, spring rolls, your small chops, everything. So I'll go ahead and fold this again like this, and I'm going to cut again. So this is the shape you're aiming for. With this, you can make both your samosas and your spring rolls. These wraps can sit on your countertops for 2 days and in your refrigerator for even more. So here is our samosa filling. It's cooled down completely. And here is the spring roll filling, also done, and it's cooled down. So here I have some flour. I'm just going to add some water to form a paste. Okay, this paste I'm going to use as a glue to seal off our samosas and spring rolls. So I'll start with the samosas. I'll show you how to fold the samosas. So get your wrap like this. You see this wider side? This wider side is where you're going to fold. So fold it to the middle like this, halfway. Then add this paste that we made inside like this, and cover like this, and then press down. Then open this pocket here and add your filling into this pocket. Add enough, but don't fill it up too much. Then fold this part, this small bit here. Then you're going to take your paste, add it over here, and cover this properly and secure this. So that's it. That's it for the samosa. Let me show you again. You see this wider part? That's where you're going to be folding. So fold it like this to the middle, about halfway through. Then get your paste, add it like this. Then cover like this properly. Then open up this pocket, open it up, and add the filling in just like this. Enough. So cover this, secure this like this, then add the paste, the glue, I like to call it glue, just like this, and then cover, and that's it for the samosa. And that's how you're going to keep on making it till you exhaust all your wraps for samosas. So here I'm done with the samosas, and this is what it's looking like. Now I'll show you how to wrap the spring rolls. So you get your wrap, you place it down, you add some filling. For the spring roll, please don't add too much filling, otherwise it will be difficult for you to cover. Then fold like this, and then you're going to fold, add the paste just at the end like this, and then fold tightly so it doesn't open up in the oil. And that's it. Let me show you again. Add your filling just like this, then fold on both sides like this, add the paste, and then fold tightly. Fold this tightly so it doesn't open up. And that's it. So here is the spring rolls all done. And if you even want a larger spring roll, you can just use one large wrap without dividing it and make large spring rolls. The way it is like this, you can freeze it for weeks and it will still be fresh for when you're ready to use it. Just bring it out of the freezer and fry immediately. So I'm frying mine immediately. I'll fry my samosas till golden brown. Make sure to flip on the other side so it fries evenly. And when it's fried to your preference, feel free to take it off heat. You can also air fry this if you prefer, for a more healthier option. So now we're done with the samosas. Take them out and always make sure to place in a paper towel to take out all the excess oil. Leave this here for a few minutes so that it takes out all the excess oil so it doesn't end up greasy. Then you can go ahead and fry your spring rolls also. Flip on the other side so it fries evenly, and then you can carefully take it off heat After taking it out, always strain this out. Use a paper towel. It takes out all the excess oil even better. And then that's it. We're done. Here's our samosas. So beautiful, smelled so good. And here's the spring rolls. If you want to start a business, honestly, this is the recipe you need. This will give you perfect samosas and spring rolls every single time. And this wrap is a very good one, because if you make your samosas using this wrap and you place it in the freezer, nothing is going to happen to it. I mean the raw samosa and spring roll before frying. If you place that in the freezer, nothing will happen to it. Just make sure it has no contact with water, and open up to a month later, you can still fry it and it will still be fresh. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. See you in my next one. Bye.